All right, I'm super excited about this. Just open up my third eBay account. Just logging in now to Retail Reseller Extra. What? My account has been suspended indefinitely? After reviewing your eBay account, we noticed that several concerns with your account activity. What the Alright guys, so I'm out here in my living room because I had to get away. I had to get out of my office. This whole thing with eBay is like getting way out of control. I want to tell you guys essentially what's going on with my account. Basically my third account that I'm trying to open. We're going to start by talking about what happened last week. Last week I attempted to use one of my old eBay accounts. 4 years ago, in 2017, I ended up opening up 4 different accounts. The reason why I did that was because I was going into eBay full time and I was anxious to, sell. Back then, when you open up a new account, you were only limited to having 10 items per account until you grew it larger. So I ended up opening up 4 of them because I had a bunch of items already, and so then that way I was able to list basically 40 items, and I did that right away. I maxed them all out within the first week, put up all 40 items, and things started to sell. As things started to sell, the account started to grow. But instead of having 4 different accounts, I ended up moving a lot of those items over to one store, which eventually ended up being my main store, which I still have today, which is the Retail Reseller. Then about a year later, I opened up my second account. Well, I didn't open up the second account, I used my second account. Each one of those accounts originally, they were like Retail Reseller 1, Retail Reseller 2, Retail Reseller 3, and Retail Reseller 4. So by the second year, I decided to use Retail Reseller 2, which ended up turning into Retail Reseller Plus. I've been using this account now for 3 years. Retail Reseller, the original one, I've been using for 4 years. So now, here we are in 2021, and I want to open up another one. Well, again, I'm not opening up another one. I wanted to use Retail Reseller 3. So what happened was, because the account has been idle for the last almost 4 years, eBay had a bunch of concerns with it. When I updated everything inside the account, because I had moved from California to Arizona since then, I updated all the addresses, the phone numbers, everything. Everything was updated to what it is today. I started to list a couple items that I have here, and almost instantly I got within a half an hour, I got a phone call from eBay security. They actually called me and asked me if this was me who was using this account, because it's been idling now for 4 years, and they just wanted to make sure that it was me who was selling on it. So I reassured them, and I told them, yes, it's me. It's me who's using this account. And, it's nothing to worry or anything like that. So no big deal. I talked to the woman for like 20 minutes. I told her my intentions, my full intentions of what I was going to use this third account for. And she had no problem with it. She was, at the end, she said, I'm just glad that it's you and that we can verify that it's you. No problem. And by the way, I have to say, when I was updating that account, I verified my phone number, I verified my email address, I verified my PayPal account, and I gave my my last 4 digits to my social security number. So, and she asked me 5 security questions from the past, which I'm surprised I even remembered, but I got them all correct. So there was 5 verifications to prove that it was me who was using the account. So she was good with it. She goes, okay, you're good. Glad it's you. You know, I even thanked her for calling because I said, that's good that you guys, you know, the security is up on it, and that I'm happy that they called me to verify that it's me. So we hung up, and about a half an hour later, I got a suspension. They shut me down. So I called back to eBay and I asked them what was going on. Like, what's the deal? I said, I just got done talking to this is, you know, security, and everything was good. Now you shut me down. So they worked on it for like an hour. I was on the phone with eBay for an hour, waiting for them to try to figure this whole thing out. After an hour, she wasn't able to unsuspend my account. So what happened was she told me that because the account got thrown under concierge, because I had gone to eBay Open in 2019, because it was under a concierge account, that it wasn't as easy to reinstate it. So it would take 3 business days. So that was on a Wednesday. So essentially, the longest that it would take would be the following Monday. I would have to wait. But I really thought that they would have got it done like Thursday or probably like the latest Friday before the weekend. But no, they did not. So I had to waste the rest of the week and the whole weekend, and then Monday came. And I ended up having to actually call eBay myself. I never heard back from them. So I called them and I asked them, hey, what's going on with this account? So they reviewed it. Within like 5 minutes, they reinstated me again. So they said, okay, yeah, you're good to go. No problems. You should be good from now on. So, okay, fine, whatever. I mean, whatever. So they reinstated me. I started to work on it again. I brought back those listings that I had before, and it seemed to be running okay, right? For a little while. Because after maybe a couple hours or less, an hour and a half, they shut me down again. So I called back and I told them, I said, what is going on with this? Why am I keep getting shut down? Okay? I actually didn't end up calling back until Tuesday. And this is this week, okay? It's just 2 days ago. So what happened was they reviewed the count and all that stuff and whatever. And I told them everything that I was going to do on this account and everything, what my plan was. Like every time that I've been calling eBay, I've been going through the same long story about how I had it before, what I'm doing with it, all this, and more verifications, more questions, and all that stuff. And my other big thing that I had a problem with was the fact that because not only was I, verifying all this information, but even under my social security number, under my own name, under my phone number, I have 2 top-rated stores, you know, with eBay. So that's even another verification that I'm not a scammer. I'm not like, you know, trying to do any funny business on eBay. I'm totally legit. So they told me that I was okay, I was good to go, and the account got reinstated again. And then they even told me if I have any issues, again, just call back and we'll take care of it. Well, yesterday I ended up adding a few more. So I ended up having, I think, like six items up for sale, and they shut me down again. So now I'm just like, each one of these times this happens, obviously I'm losing my patience, right? So I called back eBay and I told them once again the whole story about what's going on, and basically the woman from the security department last night told me that it's done. They're not going to reinstate the account. It ain't going to happen, because I actually thought that it was the computer. I thought the algorithm or the computer of eBay was the one that was getting these red flags. But she told me that it was actually one of the eBay team members from the security department who was reviewing my account and thought that I was an eBay security risk. So I went back and forth with her last night and I told her, you know, how can this be? I have 2 top-rated stores. You know, I verified everything. Like, what else do they want from me? Like, why am I not allowed to open up a 3rd account? So she kept on just sticking with her script, you know, and saying, well, unfortunately, we're not going to open it. We're not going to open it. And I kept on asking why. Then tell me, what am I doing wrong? Why is it being shut down? Why does this keep happening? Like, just explain it to me so I know what not to do. You know, I'm trying to do everything by the book, like I always kind of, you know, do. And what is the problem? Like, why can I not have a 3rd account? It makes no sense. Especially since it's proven from my history on eBay that I'm legit and I'm not here to do any crazy stuff, right? So she just kept on sticking to it and I kept on demanding why. Just tell me why. Well, she ended up hanging up on me, which is actually the first time that I felt like I got disrespected by like eBay. I mean, 99% of the time, it's 99 now, it used to be 100% of the time, I used to call eBay and I've never been hung up on, and I've never been, you know, just kind of disrespected by them. You know, she was kind of a jerk, to be honest with you, right? The way she was acting about it, she wasn't even trying to help me or explain it to me or anything. They just kept on sticking by the policies and saying this is the way it is and that's all it's going to be. So anyway, so she hung up on me. Well, of course, I called back. And of course, I had to go through, you know, the first person first. And I told them, I said, this girl, Jen, who works there at eBay, she was helping me. They told me that they're not going to unsuspend my account. And you know, that's just the way it's going to be. But then she hung up on me. So he was just like, well, that's not what we're trained to do. You know, like, we should never hang up on you guys like that. I'm really sorry, he says, and all that stuff, whatever. So I just told him, I said, I need to go back to the security department. So he transferred me back to the security department, and I got a guy this time. And so I think this guy and Jen, who hung up on me, because it took a while. Usually when they transfer me from the first person to the security department, it's usually pretty quick, you know, within a minute. I ended up waiting about 5 minutes. So I think it seems as though like Jen and this guy had a conversation before picking up my call. So he was prepared for me, And I kind of went through the same thing with him because he kept on telling me that the account was going to be suspended indefinitely now, and they're not going to reopen it up. And he also told me that if I try to open up any other accounts, they will be shut down immediately. So basically, it came to the point where I'm being blackballed, as far as wanting to open up a third account. The reason why, just so you all know, why I'm opening up this third account is because I want to do things differently on this third account than I have in my first two accounts. My first two accounts I'm using for the normal, like thrift shop stuff, yard sales, items that I have here and now, okay? This third account I wanted to use for wholesaling, and I wanted to dabble into some drop shipping, but legal drop shipping. Like, I was not planning on using the account to drop ship from like Walmart or directly from Amazon or directly from Alibaba, anything like that. I was going through CJ drop shipping, and I was doing it legally. But the thing was, I hadn't even got to that point with these accounts. Okay? I mean, I'm getting shut down even before I'm even able to get that even going. And so that had nothing to do with anything. But I've been very transparent the whole time. Every time I talk to someone there, I explained to them exactly my intentions and what I was using this third account for. So again, they kept on saying that I'm a security risk to eBay, which is insane. It is absolutely insane. I mean, again, I go back to all the verifications, and I have 2 top-rated stores. I have over 3,500 feedback between the 2. I have 1 negative. I have 1 now neutral, which I just got pretty much at the same time. I was discussing this with them last night, which is kind of weird. But still, the point is that I'm one of the most honest eBayers on eBay when it comes to my company. I run it I even lose money because I'm so honest sometimes, which is ridiculous. I know some of some of the eBay YouTubers, talk about, don't be giving money back when you don't need to and all that stuff. And unfortunately, I'm like maybe sometimes too nice of a business owner and I do give some money back if I think it's fair, right? So I've been a very good asset over the years for eBay, and now for them to turn around and tell me that I'm a security risk to them is mind-boggling to me. It's insane. They're acting like, oh yeah, my plan the whole time was to open up my first store 4 years ago, and then open up a second one a year later, and then build up all this honest, eBay accounts and look like Mr. Perfect just to turn around and open up an account to start scamming people, right? I mean, really? Do they think like that's my intentions? That like this is a big old plan and now they caught me? I mean, give me a break. This is like crazy. This is like seriously insane. It's like, so we went back and forth. I mean, I was on the phone again, close to about 45 minutes last night, just going back and forth and just asking them, why are you keep shutting me down? Just tell me why. They refuse to tell me why they keep shutting me down. They're telling me that in their policies, they don't have to explain it to me, that they can't explain it to me. The person who's there from the security team who keeps shutting me down, whoever that person is not allowed to tell me why that is. And so I have to just deal with it. And again, that's it. I can't even, I can't open up, they already reassured me that if I open up another account, they will now, because now they're watching me, they will shut me down immediately. And they're basically telling me that I need to just focus on my two, established stores and don't bother with the third one, even if I want to use a third one for different reasons. So this is just adding on to the nonsense lately with eBay, right? I mean, I think it all started with the management payments, right? I mean, if any of you have not seen my video about why I don't like management payments, you can see it right here, okay? That's where it all started. And then as these policies keep getting tighter and tighter, the more turned off, honestly, I'm getting with selling on eBay. I don't think eBay really is taken seriously about the fact that we as eBay sellers now have many other options to go to, especially now when you have Marketplace where you can ship, on Facebook. You have Mercari. You always had Poshmark, right? I mean, if you want to deal with your own store, you can do Etsy. And the thing is that the stores and the malls and stuff, they're hurting. They're closing down because we all know that online is the future. The online shopping is the future. And even though we have these other options to sell on other than eBay, the options are going to keep popping up. We're going to have more and more companies that are going to open up, to sell on. People, these companies that have money, these tech companies, are going to want a piece of this pie, and especially seeing how eBay is shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, Mercari right now is loving this. Mercari is growing every single day because of eBay shooting themselves in the foot. And eBay really thinks that they're so big and they're so dominant that they'll never lose, their status or their clout, and that us eBay sellers won't leave them. Like, they think that, and he even told me this last night. He told me, that same old little saying, whatever. They say, hey, listen, we would love to keep you as an eBay seller, but if you choose to leave, that's okay too. Really. So what happens, if that happens not only to me, but it happens with another 100,000 people, I'm telling you, you can just see it, that Mercari is growing by the day. Which brings me to my point of what my plan is today. All I'm doing today is just moving stuff over. Just moving. Right now I have 92 items up on Mercari. And I'm telling you, even with that small amount of items, I see so much action. I'm getting sales, but I'm also getting so many likes. I'm getting so many views on them. It just seems like so many more opportunities on Mercari. And the other thing is, I gotta bring this up. I see other YouTubers talking about this, and I think we all kind of knew it about like the analytics and how the algorithms of eBay and how it works its numbers to allow us sellers to make only so much amount of money depending on the amount of items and action that we have on our accounts, right? Like they're only going to give you a certain percentage based on how many items you have in your store. I mean, if you have 100 items in your store, they're obviously not going to give you 100% sales, percentage. You're not gonna put up 100 items and they're gonna allow you to sell all 100 items within a day, right? That ain't gonna work. They're gonna give you whatever that number is. Is it 5%? Is it 2%? Is it 10%? Of those, 100 items, are they going to allow you to sell per day, like at the max amount? And I gotta tell you, I don't know this for a fact, but the feel that I have already with Mercari, I don't feel that at all. I feel as though if you have items to sell and people want them, they will allow you to sell as many items as you can. Like I could be wrong. And if I'm not wrong, who knows this, who knows that they may not change that as it grows. That's the thing about all these companies, right? They all give us the free stuff. They give us the opportunities up front, but as they get bigger and bigger and bigger, the more policies come in, and etc. And that's what's happening. That's what happened with Amazon, right? Back in the day when they were only selling books, and then they started to slowly move into other items. It was very easy to sell on Amazon. Now they just bombarded it with a bunch of policies and everything. And now we see that like literally right in front of our eyes with eBay. eBay's policies are like catching up to Amazon's nonsense. And the same thing will happen eventually, with like Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace right now is amazing because again, you can now ship from them, or you can have them just come pick it up, and there is no fees involved. There's nothing. But do you honestly think that Mark Zuckerberg is going to allow this to go on, in the future, to do this all for free? He's going to want a piece of this. But he's leaving it right now open and building up the marketplace right now. And then he's going to come in at some point and, start charging us. So, now is a great time to be doing Facebook Marketplace. The other thing I just wanted to mention was, you have to understand that when I started this YouTube channel, it was not supposed to be like this, okay? I was very happy about leaving 2020. Starting off 2021, I was going to start this YouTube channel, just have some fun with it. I wasn't going to take it all that seriously, but it seems as though that all my content has to do with whining or complaining or just whatever, putting down eBay. But that's all it's been. It's been nothing more or nothing short of eBay just getting worse and worse. I mean, it's really too bad because I enjoy selling on eBay. If it wasn't for the past, or in the beginning of all this, I mean, I made good money. I made enough money to pay my bills. I'm able to do it full time, and all that stuff. I mean, I hear many people talking about how eBay is, their baby, or they have a special place in their heart for eBay. Well, I do too, I guess, but I'm also not afraid to leave. How do you like that? So, I mean, if the way this eBay is trending with their policies and their nonsense, it's like, listen, they can still have a place in my heart, but I can still go somewhere else, and not miss the nonsense. So, I mean, I'm not afraid of that at all. I just need to see that it's proven that I could go somewhere else like Mercari and do it full time, and pay my bills and do it for a living. I'm still, I have to admit, I'm still a little bit sketchy about it. But at the same time, I have dealt with people from Mercari who have no idea about eBay. Like they know what eBay is, but they never sold on eBay. They are full-time Mercari sellers. Because I brought up something about the shipping, and I said, oh, well, you would never be allowed to do this on eBay. And they responded to me like, I have no idea. I don't sell on eBay, so I don't know how they do it. But they said it's okay to do whatever this was on Mercari. They're like, I've been selling on Mercari for a long time, and they do it full time. And, so that kind of blew me away, because to me, it's still new. But there are many people apparently who are doing it on, full time on Mercari and making a really good living and proving that it can be done without having eBay in your life. I mean, I hate to be kind of like a coward on this, but I mean, am I going to leave eBay today? Am I just going to just cut them off? And no, of course not, because I'm not stupid, because I could just use both platforms to try to sell, But I want to start leveling the playing field. I want to start putting more stuff on Mercari and cross-posting as much as possible. I mean, one of the other beautiful things about Mercari is that I'm able to do that really quickly. I mean, it takes longer time to put the listing up on eBay. So if I put it up on eBay first, and then just to kind of copy and paste the stuff quickly over the Mercari, it's done. I can do a listing from eBay to Mercari in about 30 seconds. Whereas the initial listing for eBay, could take me, over a minute, maybe 2 minutes sometimes, depending on how intricate the item is and how many, more stuff they want me to add, So it's no problem. It's not a big deal to move that stuff over to Mercari. And that's what I'm going to be spending my time today doing, and maybe even tomorrow, to be honest with you. You see the name of my YouTube channel here, it's Retail Reseller eBay. And I'm telling you, I mean, it just continues, which it's already happening with me. Maybe in a short amount of time, this is going to be Retail Reseller Mercari. Because that's what I'm doing today. I'm just moving it all over. Just cross-posting everything onto Mercari and building it up, as many as I can. If I can get 1,000 items over there into Mercari as soon as possible, that's going to be the true test of how good Mercari is. And I can tell you, if it starts taking off and it launches, that's going to be my future, for a little time now anyway, to see, how this goes. Because you can't beat, Mercari with the 3-day return. As soon as they rate you, after the 3 days is done, they can't return anything. I love that. And I've been having no problems getting my money as soon as it's available, which is awesome. I mean, you do have to wait for it, the item to be rated and for them to get it. But once you get into that rhythm and that flow with Mercari, it's all good, because when that money becomes available, it's not like waiting days later after it becomes available and being processed and everything, right? Just like, eBay has turned into. So anyway, that is it. I just want to tell my story about this. I mean, it is just mind-boggling that I am now officially blackballed by eBay to open up a third account, because apparently I am a very, very high security risk for eBay. I don't know about that. If you like this video, please hit the like button. It'd be much appreciated. For future videos, please hit the subscribe button. And that's all I got for you. And I'm sorry this went, kind of long. I just had to get that out there and tell you my experience. And by the way, that woman, Jen, from eBay, apparently she got reported by one of the other team members from eBay, because I explained to him that, that was pretty wrong. So, sorry, Jen, but it's maybe you should be nicer on the phone and do your job better. Anyway, guys, thanks again. I'll see you on the next one.